What's up, guys? Bodybuilding Vegan here. Welcome to my house. I'm going to show you my pre-workout routine that actually starts a couple hours before my workout, where I'm running through this cream of rice. I actually now make cream of rice myself with just regular rice in a blender. It works really well. You should try it out. There's a video on my Instagram on how to do it. But anyways, I'm going to make this cream of rice. I'm going to throw in some seitan as well. And if you guys don't know how to make your own seitan at home, it's super easy. What I do is I make it in the oven, I chop it up in here, and then I throw it in that cream of rice bowl. So this covers my protein, I'll have the cream of rice for my carbs, and then I'll show you what I do for my fats. So I'm going to go ahead and make this. It's going to be something I eat about 2 hours before training so that I have plenty of energy to push through today's workout. Today we have arms, so looking forward to a good pump there. Alright, so I'm going to put 80 grams of cream of rice into this bowl. I'm going to hit tear on my food scale, so now it says it's zeroed out. And then I'm going to add water. I typically do about 5 grams of water for every gram of cream of rice. So 80 times 5, mental math would be about 400. Go ahead, fill this up. And then I'll get this started. I'll put this in the microwave for like, I don't know, 3.5, 4 minutes. And that'll basically cook the rice down, and then we can add the other ingredients. So I like to add some pepper, just regular ground pepper. If you have it, or if you can find it, this umami seasoning. They have like the same thing at Trader Joe's as well. Just adds a really nice, like kind of earthy taste. Some garlic powder, and then me being me, put some hot sauce. Then I'll also throw the seitan on top. So that'll basically carry the meal. And then I will add, for easy digestion, some macadamia nut oil. And then to spice it up on top, this meal gets a little elaborate because that's just how I am. I'll throw some salsa on there as well. Alright, now we wait for 3.5 minutes. Alright, so I got my buddy Sean, aka my producer, the guy behind the camera. And we were talking about the microwave, how it's going to ding. Well, I've actually turned off the ding on this microwave, so there's not going to be any beep unless one of us adds it in post-production. But it did bite me in the ass once, so me being lazy, like if I want to make like tea or something, I'll put like 222 and then start, because it's too much work to put like 220 or 200. Anyways, I'm making this way longer than it needs to be. Well, I put 2222, so I made tea in there for like 22 minutes. It didn't ding. I didn't know. The thing was like black on the inside and like crusted over, and there was no liquid behind. So if you guys are going to be playing it dangerous and turning off your ding like you're about to see in 8 seconds, just be careful, because you might do something for 20 minutes instead of for 2. See, there's no ding. Anyways, alright, so now that's out. Fun part. When I make my seitan, I weigh the whole thing, and it'll be however many grams, and I know I need 7 days worth, so I divide that by 7. So whatever the whole thing was 7 times 118. So I just taped this on there. That is definitely old. Oh, that's right, I froze it. I had this frozen, so it was actually made on Christmas Eve, and then I just throw it on top like so until we hit the desired serving size. Bam. And then we add all the spices and seasonings on top, and it doesn't have to be super pretty or super precise. None of these are really hugely calorie containing. Love my garlic. And then a little bit of hot sauce, because I'm a sadist and I like it to be super hot when it comes out of the microwave, and then even hotter from the hot sauce. And then I'll just stir it all in there. And since these seasonings need a minute to cook and the seitan came out of the fridge, I'm just going to take this and throw it back in the microwave for about another minute. And there'll be no ding. And then I'll take it out, add the final toppings, and then it's time to eat. It is done. No ding. And now I'm going to add the macadamia nut oil. Really good for digestion, at least as far as like oils go. That's why I use it. I discovered this during my last prep, so I'm gonna weigh it out just to be exact. Go for about 10. That's the goal. Close enough. There's a little bit of heat coming off, and then add the salsa. Went a little bit over. That's all right. We'll live. And then also, if you guys haven't had it before, kimchi or some other fermented food like sauerkraut, highly recommend just for digestion purposes. So we're going to throw a little bit of that on top too. All right, so this is what I'm going to eat for my pre-workout meal. I'm going to get this down, and then I'll show you guys all the shakes and supplements and special pump products that I use, and then we're going to head to the gym. All right, guys, so now it's time to get ready for the gym. I'm going to show you how I used to make my pre-workouts, and then I'm going to show you what I do now. So back in the day, I used to be like a chemist in my kitchen, and I would be weighing out all these different things for my pre-workout. Citrulline is a great product. It helps with blood flow into your muscles. So if you're trying to get a really solid pump, citrulline is one that you're going to want to add. For my bigger guys, I say like 6 to 10 grams, somewhere in that range. Glycerol, that's another one that's going to be a good pump product. So you could do something like 3 grams of this. Taurine, this is actually, this is an old creatine powder thing. I bought this like 10 years ago, but I just pour the taurine in here. So this is actually taurine, even though it says creatine. Only I would know that. If you break into my house and try and steal my creatine, you're going to just get taurine instead. Taurine helps with preventing cramps while you're training. So a good one to have on hand, especially if you're enhanced and got a lot of blood flow going to places. That'll prevent you from cramping so much. Beta-Alanine, this is another good one. Helps with muscular endurance. It does give you those tingles. So some people like it, some people don't. So like if I'm making pre-workout for my friend and they're like, I don't like tingles, then we'll just not put that in there. So that being said, all of that, you could do that. Or shout out True Nutrition. I really like their pre-workout. It has basically everything that I've got on this counter. And then some other things. There's some lion's mane that's really going to boost your workout and has some caffeine. The other thing is those didn't have caffeine, so I do like an energy drink on the side or a caffeine pill. This, I just do a scoop. It's a little bit easier. I set out all this so you guys can see it. If you want to do it at home, if it's fun for you, go for it. But for me, this just saves me a whole lot of time just to do that and be done. Now, the part that is going to take a minute is set that off to the side. I will drink that when it's time to go to the gym, like probably on the drive there. But right now, I'm going to make my intro workout. So this is what I drink while I train. And for my intro workout, main ingredient is going to be carbohydrates. I use highly branched cyclic dextrin. I'm really throwing all my True Nutrition stuff out there. If you guys want to support, save a little bit, you can use code BodybuildingVegan. For this, it's a little bit size dependent. I have had my female clients anywhere from 10 to 15 grams, and then my biggest males up to like 50 grams. I do 35 right now. That's just like a good sweet spot for me. The reason we use this is it allows you to have additional energy while you're training. Humans are meant to run on carbs. Yes, we can have protein, we can have fat, but carbs are really what keeps your system running. So if you're going to do a long workout and get a really good pump and want to still be able to push hard an hour and a half into it, get some intra-workout carbs. Highly recommend this. That'd probably be like the first ingredient if you could only have one thing for an intra-workout. The second, I'm going to say some EAAs, essential amino acids. These are 9 different amino acids that your body cannot produce on its own. So we got to take them in through food or through powder. And the reason these are better than BCAAs is they do not only just turn on muscle protein synthesis, almost like flipping a switch, they also have the aminos to make that protein synthesis occur. So I go with about 25 grams for my intra workout. Wow, pretty much nailed it right there. Maybe a little extra if you want. Again, gonna help with preventing muscle breakdown while you're training, even help with recovery a little bit. And then this way you don't have to worry so much about getting that meal immediately post-training. The next 2 things I'm gonna do is some glutamine. Funny story, this is actually True Nutrition glutamine. I just save the bigger jug here. We're going to put 10 grams of that. Again, kind of for recovery. Glutamine is also really good for gut health, so I do this in the morning as well. And then lastly, we're going to top it off with some creatine. I use the creatine from Creapure, aka the best creatine on the market. Get it at True Nutrition. It's not super expensive, but it is a very good form of creatine monohydrate. And I'm going to do 5 grams intra-workout, and I do another 5 grams with another drink during the day, so I get about 10 grams a day, but 5 is sufficient for most people. Even for brain health and stuff, the studies are coming back that creatine not only helps you with your peak performance while you're training, lifting heavier loads, but also with brain function. So I'm actually going to give some of this to my mom tomorrow. So, not that she needs extra brain function, but just to keep her going, keep her happy. We don't need dementia, so we're just going to do that. Mom, don't kill me. I know you're going to watch this. So I'm going to fill this up with water in a minute, and then that'll be my intra workout. Then the last thing, today's arms. You're going to see it. If you watch the arm training video, you're going to see it. Hey, we're back. I completely forgot. We have my pre-workout, my intra workout, my pump product. But what about post-workout? Well, yes, post-workout does exist here as well. My thought process is if you can get it in, if you can bring a shaker cup to the gym with your protein already in it, why not? It means if you get a flat tire on the way home, if something happens, you're still covered. Now, when you have the intra workout, like I just showed you, it's not as vital to get something in immediately post-workout. And like if you're training legs and you feel a little nauseous, like don't do your last set of like leg press or leg extension, then run to your gym bag and get your post-workout shake. But somewhere like 20-30 minutes after is where I seem to feel best. And I kind of alternate between Soy-protein Isolate and pea-protein Isolate right now. Today I'm just going to do the soy just because I like the flavor. It's a cookie butter flavor, super yummy. So I do about 50 grams worth of protein post-workout, probably a little bit more than 50. It's like 80 grams of total weight, but there's other things in here that aren't, it's not pure protein, so you have to go a little bit higher on the weight on the scale to get the actual protein. So yeah, 34 grams of powder gives me 28 grams of protein. So we're gonna do this, and I think today, I made a mess. We're gonna go out to eat after, so this just really covers me. I don't have to worry about, oh no, is my post-workout meal super heavy on the protein, or am I just covered here? So I do the protein powder, get it all over my hand. I do some salt because we sweat a lot while we're training. Oh wow! Well, that reminds me. All right, I'm just going through the motions here. So salt for this as well. It might sound weird, but that's how I do it. I forgot in my haste. Good thing we're still here. I can add my electrolyte blend. That's the one last thing that I do for my intra workout. So glad we went ahead and got this. So you want to have salt while you're training because, like the taurine prevents cramps. Salt also prevents cramps, and it helps to allow you to have better muscular endurance while you're training and better pumps. So if you don't take at least some salt while you're training, you are missing out. Don't believe me? Try it and find out. And so with that, now we fixed our intra workout. About to add a few cubes of ice and then some more water with this. A lot of people do like milk or almond milk, or I don't know, they just don't like water, but like the flavoring is so good on this True Nutrition cookie butter flavor. I don't need to add anything other than water. Water is more than good to go. So, all right, now I'm out of breath just talking about food. That's my pre-workout ritual, and then you'll see us at the gym for arm training. Thank you.